This is Kindred of New York, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play story. I'm your storyteller, Yirco, and my troupe includes JT as Mick Birmingham and Trish as Valerie Moreau. This is episode 7, Mentors. As a special note for this episode, it contains a scene which depicts some rather intense emotional manipulation, you could even say emotional abuse. We talked about it after the session, and everyone's okay, and they enjoyed the game. But if you are sensitive to that sort of thing, especially in a domestic context, please be advised. Starting off this session, last session I ended things with having you guys roll hunger for sleeping through the day and then waking up the next night. But Sora, as you very helpfully reminded me, you guys both have aggravated damage at the moment. So you guys would have to roll hunger for that as well. So, I want to play by the rules. So you guys are going to be rolling hunger, but because it was very nice of you to remind me when it was very much not in your best interest, I'm going to bend the rules to favor you guys a little bit. So you guys both have to make 3 rouse checks, one after the other. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to think of these as dice pools of 3. And I'm going to let you roll those 3 dice twice, and you can take whichever result results in the less hunger. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Whichever roll is better for you.
Right.
If you roll 3 failures twice, then
Sorry.
fate is decided. Yeah.
It is decided.
I'm gonna use hunger die to roll this time. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the luck of the red.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for her to do hers and then I'll do mine.
Okay.
Oh, that face is telling.
I got 3 successes.
Did you
3
really?
successes.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy
Is that on your
shit.
first roll?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
going to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
mean, unless I roll like 3 tens, that wouldn't really matter with this, right?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
difference.
okay.
Allow me to balance this.
Alright.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right.
Try
Roll
more.
again.
Just in case.
1 success, so 2 successes.
Okay, so I even feel good because I didn't even have to cheat because your best rolls were your first rolls anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys sleep through the night, Mick, your hunger increases by 1.
Oh.
Val, your hunger does not increase any further than we did at the end of last session.
Okay.
Thanks.
And both of you heal 1 aggravated damage.
Hell yeah.
So my curling iron burn is gone now?
Correct. Yes.
Awesome, sweet, okay.
And apologies. What's the deal with aggravated willpower again? How do I get rid of that?
You can only heal your aggravated willpower by making some progress towards your ambition.
Right.
Or at least attempting. Taking some direct action in service of your ambition.
Understand.
Preferably, it should not be an easy thing, you know? Not the thing you were going to do anyway, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is the night of the 23rd as of this sleep cycle. You guys both have a couple of things going forward. Now, in previous sessions, you've had a very specific time limit. The sheriff gave you a week to figure out what's going on with your poacher. But now that that's done, we can sort of take a step back and have more of a top-down view of how you guys are going about your business, right? So we don't have to focus so specifically on like, what are you up to tonight? Or, you know, it's almost dawn. What are you going to do? Instead, let's look at the events that are coming up. Mick, you have a job that you're supposed to do for the Nosferatu. They didn't say that Val couldn't come. So if you guys wanted to do that as a team, that's your prerogative. But Val, you also have a date coming up with one Valentine in whose domain you have been unwittingly residing since your embrace. I think probably a lot of young vampires slip through the cracks in New York City. This is a densely populated city, and that's true for kindred and kind alike. So you have those things coming up. They're each a couple of nights away, more or less. I deliberately didn't pin an exact date on that just yet. So first question is, do you guys have anything that you're going to try to do in the interim? Something that you could do in, the 1 to 3 nights you might have before one of these engagements comes up.
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry.
Right. Yeah, you are. You got really lucky with those hunger rolls. You could have been in a really bad spot.
I'm gonna point out she doesn't know where I am either, by the way.
Oh yeah, I told you
That's
to
right.
kick rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You guys, right. Val slept in her apartment, and Mick, you found a fucking dumpster somewhere, right?
No. I rolled very well to find a good place.
You did.
So I'm not in a dumpster. I'm in like a hostel or something. I don't know.
Just somewhere. Yeah, squatters' rights. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I found an abandoned apartment building.
That's a good. Yeah.
That's very alley cat, I think.
I remember when you said that you were gonna sleep on a rooftop, and we were like,
Yes.
"Yeah, okay, let us know how that works out for you."
See how that goes. Yeah, I remember.
So
I'm hungry too.
are we gonna hunt? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Or I think,
sure.
Val, you might have another avenue that you were kind of looking for.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you going to wait for him, or are you gonna try to hunt first, do you think?
Make it her last chance at trying to hunt, because apparently she can't do that.
Okay.
And we're walking back to our domain, or
to your domain.
Actually, would everything still be underwater at this point? Yeah, it's only been like a day for Grand Central Terminal.
That is below ground level.
I'm not sure. How long after the flooding Grand Central began operating again?
What did Valentine say about hunting in his territory?
I have to ask.
You have to ask permission.
You have to ask, and you have to offer something in return.
Right.
Which she has nothing right
is.
now. So
I without spending too much time to really check up on the status of Grand Central after the flooding, I'm gonna say you could go and hunt in Grand Central if you want. It'll be harder. It'll be, I'm gonna call it a difficulty 5. Yeah. It'll be a little bit harder than hunting in your own domain. But your domain is kind of up in the air at the moment, considering the Vol is gone, and it belonged to Liz.
Shit.
Or Elizabeth.
That really fucked up.
Elizabeth.
yeah. I guess we're just gonna wing it at Grand Central Terminal.
Okay. Do a lot of goths congregate at Grand Central?
I'm sorry, do a lot of what?
Nowadays, I would say
Goths?
probably. Oh, goths. I thought you said cop.
I heard cops. Yeah, I was just like, okay, I guess I'm eating dad. Like,
Just give me your manipulation and persuasion.
Oh god, with 4 hunger die, this is so fun. Oh god, no. I got 4.
4 successes.
Yeah, but I
Can-
could.
Can you re-roll any of them?
Because I can't re-roll the non-hunger, right?
You can only re-roll the
The
non-hunger.
non-hunger. Yeah, brain. Okay. I have 1 I can re-roll, and I think I should do that.
I mean,
It'll take a point of willpower.
yeah, you got 50-50.
No.
The hunger grows.
So superficial willpower, goodbye.
Okay, but you got 4 successes.
Yeah.
You can still succeed at a cost. That cost. You're struggling. You're, moving through Grand Central, right? And the only person you can find, and this is very silly, the only person you can find who you might have a chance of getting your teeth into, you catch them with a backpack full of spray paint, very hurriedly making their way out of the sight of the public. Yes, this is your very specific prey exclusion that I didn't know how to incorporate.
That's fine. So, what are the negative effects of me attempting to feed off of them?
You know what? I'll double check, but I'm pretty confident you take a stain.
Really?
Yep. You have a strong aversion to feeding on these people.
Wow. Dane.
Shit. Okay.
That's why you can't be a picky eater.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, that sounds right though. From what I remember reading.
Yeah. If you feed on such prey, you gain stains as though you had violated a chronicle tenet. Which makes sense because the examples that they give are like women, children, innocents, a certain minority group.
And what group is this exactly?
Well, this is
question.
Yeah, tell them.
Street artists. There was a reason for it, and I don't remember what it was, so here we are.
Even real art.
It's yeah, this is from your Scene Queen prey exclusion, which says it should be a different subculture from yours.
Yeah, goths hate street artists.
Goths fucking hate street. Natural enemies. Everyone knows this. And we went back and forth to try to figure out a decent subculture for you to exclude, and this is what we settled on.
Well, you didn't like any of the funny ideas I had, so we went with street artists.
That's right, this was the most serious one.
I thought hipster was pretty valid.
Hipster was valid. It was just that you said you wanted to exclude hipsters because they look stinky, and I was like, we could do better than that as a reason.
Said that.
You did. Do not.
I believe this 110%.
I have the receipts. You think I won't scroll through our DMs?
I have the receipts.
Oh my god, crying.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take the stain because I'm not gonna wake up hungry tomorrow.
Ooh. Bold. All right, this just got serious. Okay.
All right.
So you can catch this guy. because you can see he's trying to, trying to find a spot to throw up a tag in Grand Central Terminal, I guess. Daring fellow. And with that success on your hunting roll, you can get your fangs into him. Question is, how much are you going to take? If you really take your time, you can drink up to 2 points from him. You could reduce your hunger by 2. You can take more, but it would hurt him, and you'd risk further stains.
Well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, what's your hunger right now?
4.
4. Scratch what I just said. Because first, when you taste him, you have to deal with a frenzy that's oncoming. So your choice is to either ride the frenzy and tell me how you frenzy, or you can attempt to resist it.
I'm gonna try to resist it.
Okay. What's your current humanity?
I believe 6, but do not quote me on that. Hold on.
Man, we just shifted the mood real quick.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a 6.
Okay.
Damn.
So if you're gonna resist it, you take your current undamaged willpower, which I
including
believe
the superficial.
You healed that superficial, remember?
Well, I just tried to re-roll, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so
I got 2.
You have 2, and then you can add 2 more dice from your humanity. It's your undamaged willpower plus 1/3 of your humanity. Man. Yeah, the mood did fucking shift.
We went from hipsters are stinky to, oh wait, there's a frenzy.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes.
Ooh, 3 successes?
Yes.
How many dice did you roll?
4.
Oh, okay.
Well done. 3 successes is enough to successfully resist the frenzy.
Wow.
You
Bravo.
You sink your teeth into this guy. You feel the warmth on your lips. You can taste the blood on your tongue, and that thing inside you is it. It feels probably sickeningly familiar at this point. You get a flash of imagery in your head of you just ripping this guy's throat out, but you muscle through it. You focus and you resist. And now the choice is yours how much blood you take.
I'm doing a double sip.
Double sip.
Double sip.
Little sip.
Little double sip.
Double mint.
All right. Reduce your hunger by 2.
Okay.
And whew. That's the end of that. Well done.
Okay, I'm at 2 hunger. That's so much better.
Let me tell you, once you hit like 4 or 5 hunger, being at 2 hunger is so relaxed.
Yeah.
It's like, if I fail this, it's okay. Everything
And you
will be
guys
fine.
were so anxious about being at 2 hunger at the start of the game.
Yeah. And then I said, no, it's fine. 2 hunger.
Yeah, and then I got
it's
my
okay."
throat ripped out. Yeah.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm never gonna sing in this in this game again.
Oh, with my successful hunt, was I able to, like, knock him out, or how exactly? Because Vein Tapper. Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna waive it. Remember we talked about it, and
Oh yeah.
we're
Situational.
taking that as just like a flavor thing more than anything because you've met your flaw requirements elsewhere.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
Feed.
You'd like to feed as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me your feeding roll.
Alright.
Strength and brawl.
And grappling?
And grappling, yes.
Yeah.
I did set that precedent.
I'm going to Grand Central also.
Okay.
'Cause it needs to be said.
I've marked that I have a state now too.
Lovely. We'll take care of that after the session.
2 tens is 4 successes?
Yes, and that's critical
So
success.
4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
That's enough successes. Yeah. It's a lot of successes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I keep fucking forgetting. I should be rolling to see if they have a resonance. Let me find that little table because I'm going to give you a little nudge in that direction
Okay.
for your critical success.
I imagine he goes down to Grand Central and he finds, like, after one of the subways pulls away and he knows one's not coming around for a while, he's gonna, like, kind of get under that lip that's right there on the edge, and when nobody's looking, there's that one person on the edge of the platform, he's just gonna, like, trapdoor spider pop up, grab somebody and pull him down, knock him out, and take a sip.
My God. Okay. So, I made a few rolls in your favor, but unfortunately, particularly powerful resonances are pretty rare.
Mhm.
What you taste is a strong enough to taste, but not strong enough to really give you that oomph you might look for. A sorrowful flavor. This person that you grab, he's
Pray.
Pray, you say?
Yeah.
This person that you grab is he's like a middle-aged man. You get the sense that something's not going so great. You're not sure what it is, but there's a deep regret that you taste on him. And while it's a sorrowful emotion, there's the fact that it is at least human. And tasting that on him is, that experience in and of itself is nourishing.
A feeling of humanity.
Indeed.
Nice.
How much are you taking?
Just a sip.
Just one sip?
I'm at 2 hunger.
You're at 2. All right.
Yeah, so I don't want to drain him.
All right.
I wouldn't want to drain him normally. So
Are you not at 3 though?
No, I was at 1, and then I gained another when I woke up. So
Listen, basic math is really hard for me. Okay.
especially at this hour.
Yeah.
Is anything with that essence that you just described to me? Is there anything I need to mark down? Or is that just like a teaser as to what could be?
This flavor, it's strong enough that if you wanted to put points into fortitude or obfuscate, you could. But you don't have a teacher. So unfortunately, it doesn't really do you much good now. But this is what hunting to increase your disciplines looks like.
So, just really quick. So let's just say I bid into someone and potent was the thing. Do I get a point in potence, or I need somebody in order to gain that? Like an NPC, like you just said, to teach me to gain that point.
Because potence is one of your in-clan disciplines, you wouldn't need a teacher.
I would just gain a point in potent?
You could spend experience points to increase your potence.
Oh,
you would
so
have met the in-game
ability.
requirement. Yeah,
I understand. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Need to up that potent. I need some angry fisty fight people.
If you want to go out on a hunt, there are rolls that you can make to try to specifically track down the flavor you're looking for.
Well, not right now, but you know.
Not right now, but
yeah. That I will.
The
I will keep that in
flavor.
mind.
On the
Looking for
docket.
Salted caramel. Sorry.
You mean pumpkin spice?
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Um. You guys are separate. Are you guys gonna meet up, Mick? Are you gonna head back to Val's place anytime soon, or what's the plan?
Oh. Told him to get out. He'd let her squirm for a day.
Ooh, okay.
He'd stay away for a day.
Bold of you to assume she cares.
I mean, it's one way to find out, right?
I'm going back to my apartment.
Okay.
So.
Anything else for the night?
Just flavor. He's gonna get a backpack at some point.
A backpack. All right.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
And he's just gonna get some. He's gonna get some hair care products for dyeing his hair to keep in the bag because he can't dye his hair different colors right now because he doesn't have access to like a bathroom and everything. But he wants to start stocking up again.
Yeah.
Basic things, nothing crazy. Cheap hair dye. Maybe some bleach.
Was your hair dyed the first night or the first day you slept on the floor of Valerie's kitchen?
No.
Kitchen in quotes. No. Okay.
No, it would have.
No, because we woke up like mid sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. If you stained that couch, you'd be buying her a new couch. I knew what you were getting at.
Assume he has money.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. It was already. He's been walking around with a bleach bottle, blonde hair for the past few days.
All right, noted.
A fair question. Though.
Fair question. I wanted to know if he fucking stayed your couch. I just want to know precisely how fucked their past couple of nights have been.
The only thing I could see that Valerie would do is because, phone stores are not open at the time that we're awake. She's gonna text Sophia and ask her to go sit at a phone store for 6 hours and get her a new phone. That's not a burner phone. I know it's stupid, but yeah.
Yeah, you want a new phone. Sophia can get you a new phone.
Yeah.
Alright.
So.
I'd like to meet Sophia. So, where are you meeting Sophia? To hand off this phone. Does she know where you live? Is she gonna come to your place?
She probably knows where she lives, yeah.
Okay. So later that night, give me a couple of notes on Sophia's personality so that I can portray her.
Oh, wow, I probably should have made notes about her when we did this last time.
She seems friendly so far. Is that kind of what you were saying? Yeah.
Yeah, friendly, very anxious.
Timid?
Timid's a good word. I don't see notes on Sophia. I don't know what's wrong with me, but here we are.
No, that's fine.
But yeah.
Do you have a visual that you pictured?
Sounds like a yes ma'am to me.
That's honestly, yeah. For some reason I'm getting the image of like your typical Gen Z, probably wearing overalls, got the big round glasses, maybe short curly brown hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of that look. I don't know how to explain it. Hippie look.
All right. Yeah.
It's
the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. The word has escaped me.
So later that night, you go out hunting, Val.
Mm-hmm.
And later that night, when you're at your apartment, you get a text from Sophia, saying that she has the phone and she's on her way.
Sweet.
And then not too long after that, you get a knock at your door. And you open it. Sophia's there. She goes, "Hey, I got the phone," and she, um, holds out a little, I don't know, apple. Um, what's the other one?
Android.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fucking broken.
Galaxy.
Yeah. um, she gives you she has a smartphone for you. Um, um, hey, so is everything all right? Like, do you mind if I ask?
Define all right.
Should I come in if you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And she'll.
She comes in with you. Does she come around here often? Like, is she comfortable here?
Probably hasn't been too often. Once every couple months.
Okay.
Type of deal. Yeah.
So she gives you the phone. She comes inside. She says, "Yeah, so it's just, I'm here to help you. Um, whatever you need. I know you got a lot of stuff going on that I don't, I don't know everything about it. But just, define okay. I mean, just, have you been all right?"
Well, the club burned down, so that was a little terrifying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when you were saying things about the fires, yeah, the club was a part of that.
Oh. Whoa.
So we're just kind of hanging out here. Devola is not around anymore, to put it lightly.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been rough. But yeah.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
yeah, it's okay. It's just nice to have you come around.
yeah. Well, I'm here to help.
Oh. I appreciate that.
I passed along your message to well, not to Victor, but to Victor's people, so
Right.
I haven't heard back, but I think that he should be coming around soon. I don't know, he doesn't necessarily need to tell me. He might just come around, right?
It seems to be what usually happens, yeah. So be nice if he communicated more, but I'll take what I can get, I suppose.
Yeah, well, some guys, right?
Yeah. You look stressed.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, not right now. Or maybe just if you don't have anything to do and you want to hang out here for a while, and we could just talk.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, then sure. I don't know, we could put on some really bad movie and just, when's the last time you just hung out with someone?
It's been a bit. I mean, I guess I don't know. Does Mick count? Yeah, I guess he kind of counts. I need girl time though.
Girl time.
Yeah.
And she like she goes into girl time mode and she takes it seriously and she finds like the perfect like shit B movie to put on.
Love that.
Oh, not Mean
She
Girls.
I'd be down to watch Mean Girls, but
she finds Mean Girls. She searches whatever streaming service she needs to find Mean Girls, and she'll fucking rent it on YouTube if she has to. I don't know if you have a smart TV.
Probably. Yeah. Hey, it's almost October 3rd. Anyway, sorry.
I haven't seen Mean Girls. I take it that's a reference.
It's a definitely a chick flick. I've seen it.
I'm embarrassed.
There's a funny little moment where she starts to order food and then she's like, oh wait, and she probably has a very awkward conversation about like, should she not order food or like
Sophia, you can order food. It's okay. It's okay.
she gets herself some food, and I think if you at 6 Humanity, if you wanted to eat some of that food, you could use Blush of Life. Have you ever done that before? Have you tried to do that, do you think, in your time as a Kindred?
Honestly, probably not. I don't think so.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of a situation where, like, she would've, but... yeah, probably not.
So, I take it you're probably comfortable just sitting there and watching Sophia eat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss it at all?
Yeah. Like, what? Okay, well, she's not obviously creepily staring at her while she's eating, but, if she ordered, like, pizza or Chinese food or something, whatever it is, she's probably just like... yeah. That looks good.
You could have some if you're willing to make the rouse check to activate Blush of Life.
If I get one hunger from trying to eat some fucking Chinese food, I'm gonna be so mad, but I'm gonna try it. Because I like danger for some reason. Am I just rolling a d10, right?
Yes.
That's a rouse check.
Alright, hold on. I need in-depth description about the food. Is it Chinese? Is it pizza? What are we talking about? We're in New York. Did she get the finest bagel you could possibly have?
Finest bagel.
Finest bagel. Hold on a second.
As long as it's not like boba or something. That's like the typical Gen Z thing, I think, to get, right? Boba tea.
Can you get halal guys from like Uber Eats, do you think?
Sure.
That's what she got.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but sure. As long as it looks tasty.
It's halal. I know that.
Okay. I haven't been back home in so long.
It's really fucking good though. I don't know.
Sounds like a word is getting stuck in your mouth when you say it.
It's
it does,
yes.
right?
Oh, it does.
I don't mean
look
you
good.
specifically.
It does look good. Yes, it does look good. I don't know what exactly. I introduced them, and now I look like a fool. But yeah, I mean, all their food is halal. That's why they're called that. I mean, I assume it's halal. They call themselves that. I wouldn't know personally.
Certified halal, it must be slaughtered in a manner known as, I'm not going to pronounce that word, that means cutting through the jugular vein. Okay, that's...
And it all comes back around.
Yep.
Alright. I feel like we're some... You got a 10! Yay!
I ate the halal!
You force your blood to flow through your veins. You force your heart to beat in your chest. You can feel yourself breathing again. And you sit down and you have a nice little meal with your friend and servant, Sophia. Girls' night. But even with the blush of life to sort of participate and pretend that you can still be part of this, you can taste the food. It
Not
doesn't
the
really
same.
do much. Yeah, it doesn't satisfy. It doesn't. You can feel it just sitting in your stomach, like it's not meant to be there. And the unfortunate part is, after a while, you can just kind of tell that you're going to have to expel it. So look forward to that.
But it's not like instant because of Blush of Life, correct?
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Any other circumstance, it would have been like...
Any other circumstance, you would be projectile vomiting blood. Yeah.
Lovely. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
That's part of why I asked if you'd ever tried before, because if anyone's like, vampires, they get sad and they want to eat pizza, and then they learn, right?
Like the Baron.
Learn the hard
Like
way.
the-
Yeah. I imagine Victor at some point was probably like, you can try it, but,
Yeah.
see what fucking happens, like... And she was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do it then.
Mick. While this is going on, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want you to certainly have the opportunity. Anything that you're up to, and for the rest of this night?
Is it safe to say that he's able to stay in the same place again that he did the previous night? Because that'll determine what I do. You want me to roll for it?
Yeah.
You want me
We'll
to
call
roll?
it a luck roll. Just roll one
Oh.
die. Tell me if it's a success or failure.
Okay. You. That's a fucking 1.
It's a 1. Nope.
All right, I'm going back to the apartment.
All right. You get back to the apartment, and Val, you've been having a nice long girls' night with Sophia. Let's say you've probably finished Mean Girls. What's the next movie? You tell me.
Shit.
Pitch Perfect.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
I gotta be honest, I was gonna go with Twilight.
I was gonna say it's gotta be some
Yeah.
cheesy vampire movie,
Yeah.
right? Like
Oh fuck. Okay.
that's
I'm
one way
so
to keep
glad we
Nick out
don't-
of the living room.
You're
I'm just
watching
so
Twilight.
glad we don't sparkle. Like,
You're watching Twilight. It's the baseball sequence.
I hate that I know what you're talking about.
The best part of the movie. I will die on that hill. And God, what's his name?
Mick.
Thomas?
Oh.
Tobias?
In
The
the
one
movie.
who does with the emotion powers. You know who I'm talking about. He just
Oh.
cracked that ball.
Jasper.
Fucking Casper.
Jasper!
Jasper.
Uncultured! No. I actually don't care for that series.
I don't know
Let me
any of their
point that
damn
out.
names.
There was a time when I did, but I no longer. Anyway,
Casper just fucking cracked it, right? Straight into the woods. The lady vampire with the red hair, who looks a lot like Duval, actually, now that you think about it. Alice, she goes chasing after the ball or whatever. And in that moment, just when you're thinking that she looks quite a lot like Duval, there's a knock at your door. This is stupid. What a dumb fucking session this
I'm
is.
sorry.
Okay, I did this.
So, in terms of knock, is it aggressive knocking? I need to know.
No,
Mick.
Yeah.
no, just
No, it's polite.
knock, 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 knock.
You know, I should have. I'm so sorry. I assumed you knocked.
Oh, he does.
He knocks. All right.
It's
cool.
okay, yeah.
Valorie's gonna be like, I wonder if it's Victor.
Wow, way to set yourself up for disappointment.
Exactly. And then kind of do a little, like, skip. I don't want to say skip, but, you know, whatever.
Trance,
Yeah,
frolic.
over the door.
jaunt.
And she just has a smile on her face and then sees you and is just like, what?
Mick, you see Valerie in the door. You see a mortal. I'm gonna assume you don't know, on the couch behind her, and the Twilight baseball scene on the TV.
He's actually going to smile. I came back. I need a place to stay.
Okay.
That's it. I won't interrupt your date. Just, I'll just go to the back room or something. He's speaking like just between the two of them. He's not trying to like
It's a small
get her
apartment.
attention. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sophia's probably like less than 4 feet away. Like I imagine
Okay.
it's a studio, so
He's not trying. He didn't say that as a jab or like as a
Right,
joke.
right.
He's just
couldn't find a dumpster.
didn't prefer it.
Okay, and she'll just step to the side and let him in.
Are you feeling all right?
Less hungry, if that's what you're asking?
Yes.
She's okay. This is Sophia.
Hi, and she comes around the couch and she extends a hand.
Charmed. And he shakes her hand.
Oh, he's British. Hi.
Sophia, no.
I
This one's
am.
dirty.
Oh,
I promised no dumpsters last night. I'm not dirty. I'm going to use the bathroom though, now as you've mentioned it.
okay.
I'll leave you to your comedy. He's going to go into the bathroom and dye his hair.
If you ruin my bathroom, I swear to God.
Thank you.
She's gonna shut the door, lock it.
Lime green.
Okay. This has been a lot of fun, but I feel like we spent enough time on this silliness. The rest of the night plays out. Sophia's probably not going to stay much longer, considering that Mick's here.
Mm-hmm.
The vampires are starting to outnumber the humans, and that kind of just naturally puts her on edge, you can tell.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah. So after a while, she sees herself out. She says it was a lot of fun hanging out, that you guys should do it more. And then if you guys have a conversation you'd very much like to have, now would be the time, probably between the two of you. Otherwise, we can blow through the rest of the night.
After Sophia leaves, unless Mick is initiating conversation, Valerie's probably gonna use the bathroom, I imagine, to expel the halal food.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to bed. So, unless Mick's initiating anything.
Tomorrow is the job, right?
Sure. Yes.
That would be 2 days. So.
Mm-hmm.
You're not obligated by any means, and I wasn't expecting you to, but my job is tomorrow, the one with the NOS. If you want to come along, you can, but Honestly, it might be a little less complicated if you don't, because one less face, right? So,
Right.
but that's what
I
I'll be doing. So just so you know.
I have plans maybe tomorrow. So I wouldn't be able to help.
Understood. Well, I just wanted to keep you updated regardless. We are still a group. We are still a coterie, whether you want me under the same roof or not. So, might as well be able to keep track of each other. Don't exactly have a phone to tell you where I am.
She'll hand him the burner phone. There you go.
Is your number in here already?
We're not allowed to contact each other,
Oh, good.
but
Then what?
Sophia's number is.
Right. The one that liked that I was pretty. Understood. What?
You just see her pick up her phone and start texting.
You worry too much. Alright, fair enough. He's gonna pocket the phone and he'll at the end of the night go to bed. Or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Another night. Val, you have one rouse check to make. Mick, you have 4. And your last aggravated damage will heal. So
If I
give me those.
succeed, right?
It heals regardless.
Okay.
It's just a matter of how hungry you get. Yes?
These are rouse checks, right?
Correct.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if it's my hunger dice. Should I be dramatic like last time and roll them one at a time?
Up to you.
You know what? Fuck it. 2 successes, 2 failures.
Your hunger increases by 2. Bringing you up
I
to
failed.
3.
Bringing me up to 3. Yeah.
And Val, 1 failure brings you up to 3 as well, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
That's the last of my aggravated damage.
Correct. So you're only going to be rolling 1 rouse check going forward.
Thank fucking God.
Unless you take more aggravated damage. So look forward to that.
I don't. But, you know.
Alright. It is the next day. The next night. Excuse me, how embarrassing.
So what day are we on? Night, evening, whatever?
It is the night of the 25th.
25th.
Mick, you have your job. And early in the evening, Val, you get a message from Sophia saying that Victor is coming tonight. So I think you guys are gonna split up. All right. Mick.
Yep.
You head outside, and Krid is already on the street waiting for you.
Hi, Krid.
Hey, Mick.
All right. What do you got?
Well, what?
What do you got? What's the? Sorry.
I'm not gonna write this down. You're gonna have to memorize this address. All right.
All right.
And he gives you an address in Brighton Beach, which is a neighborhood in Brooklyn. Around midnight tonight. Can't be super sure when.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around this address.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a mortal. He's gonna have a bike with him. He's gonna have a backpack. in that backpack is the laptop. You want the laptop. Get it?
Clarification. Bicycle or motorcycle?
Bicycle.
Oh, perfect. All right. And just mortal. That's it. As far as you know.
As far as we know. Yeah.
All right. And drop off?
He turns, he looks around here and there, and he points to an alley across the street and like a block down. Says,
All right.
right there.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. We'll meet you there, and if you pull through on this one, we can have you doolittling by tomorrow night. How's that sound?
Fantastic.
All right.
He'll put out a hand to shake.
Big, meaty claws.
Ham hock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. It's fine. Are you all right? Are you okay there, Trish?
I took a sip of water. And I was like, if I laugh, I'm spitting this everywhere. And I'm like, where am I gonna spit it? There's phone, there's keyboard. Like, we're good. We're good. We're
Okay.
going.
I have a few hours before midnight, right?
Yeah, but you got to get to Brighton Beach.
Well, on the way,
Mhm.
if possible, he's going to stop and get whatever he can make a ski mask out of.
Oh yeah, like a ski mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
yeah. Well, he's not going to pull pantyhose over his head, so.
Oversized beanie. You can cut the eye holes out.
Yeah.
Money in the
Yeah,
bag.
Honestly. Oversized beanie, yes.
Okay. All right. So you get yourself an improvised mask.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way down.
Way.
I'm gonna throw this out there that you could feasibly probably feed on your way down. You
Okay.
could attempt.
Yeah, I would love
If
to.
you pass through your domain, it's a little bit out of the way, but you have to go through like pretty much all of Brooklyn anyway. So,
This is all doable, though.
all right.
Like time-wise, yeah.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of time, if you do catch someone, you can't.
Can't take more than a step.
You can't take more than one sip without hurting them, right? You don't have the time to take two safely.
All right, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna do it then.
All right.
So-
54.
Okay, strength and brawl with my grappling.
Yeah.
Just clarifying. Dice, very dramatic. Fail. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, and they are all sixes. 4 sixes. How crazy is that?
All right.
So-
You just taking a sip.
Oh yeah.
All right. Reduce your hunger by 1.
He's just going to casually rip somebody into an alleyway, smack them against the wall so they pass out, and take a sip and keep going.
Wouldn't it be funny if that's how you also got your ski mask?
Like he had it in his pocket, and it's just like,
Or he
oh,
had it
hey.
on?
That'd be a coincidence. Yeah, you're just you're walking down the street and you see someone else walking around with a ski mask at like 11 o'clock in Brooklyn.
He probably just saved somebody. I just protected the innocent without knowing it.
Okay.
One-stop shop. I'm sorry.
Mick,
Yes.
you head to the address and you find that the address is actually it's a theater, like a little community theater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brighton Beach, if you don't know, is a very Russian neighborhood. A great number of Russian immigrants live here. You come down here and you start to see signs in Cyrillic. You hear people speaking Russian on the street, even. And this theater, the signs above the theater listed as theater, in Cyrillic. And this is certainly the address. You look around and you don't see any kind of like bike messenger yet. So for now, it's a stakeout.
We play the long game then, yes?
Yes. I say that as if I don't have to do a fucking Russian accent as soon as I introduce a character or two. In the meantime, let's check back in with Val. Val, are you gonna try to hunt while you wait for Victor? Grand Central's not far.
I gotta be honest, I don't think so.
Okay.
She's very grumpy.
What's your hunger at?
3. There's a reason. There's a reason.
It hasn't been a
What?
nothing.
It hasn't been a what?
Month.
Hmm. All right. After a while, say about 11:30, there's a knock at your door. You can tell just from the way he knocks, you know who it is.
I'm scared now. I want to clarify. Is it Victor? Okay.
It's Victor, yes.
Okay. That was the last time I was like, oh, a surprise knock at the door. It was Valentine, so like terrified. So, she'll, go open the door.
He looks at you, he gives you a soft little smile. He says, Valerie.
Victor.
You called. And he walks into your apartment right past you.
She'll, shut the door, do the lock, of course. I just figured it would be nice to talk, without Mick here for, a change.
Of course. What is it you'd like to talk about?
Well, I just kind of wanted to tell you, I guess in person, what was going on. Valentine showed up.
Did he?
Yeah. Have you spoken with him?
Not recently.
You might end up speaking with him soon.
Well, I can't say I didn't expect this. Valentine is rather protective of his domain, but I'm sure I'll make him understand my point of view.
Yeah. She'll go and sit down on the couch or whatever, and well, specifically he said that you poached me from him. So
I had permission from the prince to do what I did. As all kindred must to embrace in her domain.
Well, I hope Valentine knows that.
If he doesn't see it that way, I'll make him see it that way.
Should I ask what that means?
It means that Valentine is a perfectly likable fellow, but he's not as well versed in the minutia of our legal system, so to speak.
Okay. Um, I'm sure it's no surprise, but he knew that I fed here.
I'm sure he took issue with that.
Mm-hmm. I have to... I don't go to this soiree with him soon. I don't know
He,
exactly what it is. Hmm?
at this point, he really focuses in on the conversation.
Oh shit. He said specifically if I would join him on his arm for the gathering. And this is the payment for feeding in his
Roll
domain.
wits and insight, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, good. This is dangerous. Oh. One success.
One success.
Yep.
Okay. He was not paying a whole lot of attention to you before. He's paying quite a bit of attention now. And you agreed to these terms?
This conversation came after him saying that he needed to talk with you. And I was concerned for my safety as well as your own if I said no.
Concerned for my safety. Well, that's very sweet of you, Valerie. I have to say, I don't know how I feel about you being reduced to some old world Kindred's prize. Something to show off from his domain.
I don't even know what any of this would really be about. I'm not exactly comfortable with it either. Personally, I'd prefer if you were showing me off. But...
well, fortunately I don't frequent those sorts of gatherings. But perhaps I should. Perhaps I should if Valentine is going to be parading around my child. But this is a decision that you made, isn't it? You agreed. I suppose you're obligated to now. You did hunt in his domain.
I did.
So is this why you called me here? Just to tell me this?
Not just that, but I figured you should know. I'm hungry. And I've been struggling for quite a few days now.
Let's cut back to Mick for a minute.
Fuck. Okay.
Mick, you're staking out theater.
Mm-hmm.
And after like an hour or so, there's... give me resolve plus awareness, please. Or you can take half.
I'm gonna roll. I like to live dangerously. That's a total of 3.
3 successes. That's pretty good.
No, oh no. That's what I'm
3
rolling.
dice. Okay,
Yeah,
well let's
2
see.
of them are hunger.
Oh,
That'd be 2 successes
2 successes.
out of
All
3.
right,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Okay.
Um,
I trust you.
over the course of the night, largely, this building is pretty quiet, pretty vacant. Seems like, it probably operates during the day, if at all, right? It doesn't look like it's foreclosed or closed down or anything like that, but definitely seems like it was like a community project at one point, and now it doesn't get as much use as it once did, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But you do notice a car, just this relatively nondescript sedan, that pulls into the back of the building, at an angle where you can't see it, but you can tell that it must have pulled into park somewhere behind theater.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the car pull back out. And then roughly an hour or so after that, a young man on a bike, he pulls up to the front of the building. He locks his bike on a little tree fence, the type,
Mm-hmm.
on the sidewalk, and he then very casually heads around back behind theater as well.
Okay.
Oh, I should mention, he had a backpack on him.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Gonna head in his direction, keeping
Okay.
to the shadows as much as I can. Gonna slip on that ski mask, and when he is within 50 meters of me, I'm going to blink.
Shit. Okay.
The idea is I'm going to blink right up behind him, grab that backpack, and tell me if this is rational. Using my lethal body, I'm going to rip that fucking backpack right off of him.
It's bending lethal body a little bit.
Is it?
So
It's aggravated damage on a mortal, so that implies to me that it's extra strength, basically. So, I mean, if not, I'll just fucking throw him to the ground and wrestle it off his back. I mean, that's fine too, but
it's I think either way it's going to take a contest. But we'll get there when we get there.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying I shouldn't have to roll anything. I expect to roll. I'm just trying to use
we'll
all
get
of
there.
my abilities here.
Normally I would just give it to you, but the reason being, there is a specific potence ability. It's a level 2 ability for adding your potence dice and letting your potence affect just like general feats of strength. So
okay. Now blink does require a rouse check.
It does.
So I have a question about that particular mechanic before we continue.
Okay.
Do I use this ability no matter what, and it just determines if it makes me hungry or not? Or if I fail,
Correct.
is that just... Oh, okay.
You use the ability automatically, and you just have to roll a rouse check to see if it makes you hungry. Right?
Okay.
But let's back up a little bit.
Yeah.
You're sneaking up, right? Right. Mask down.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were trying to stick to the shadows, so how about you
Trying.
give me a stealth check?
Okay.
That'll be... Give me dexterity and stealth. Or, again, you can take half.
Half would be 2.
Up to you. If you want to take 2 successes, if you think that's enough, or if you want to make the roll.
I don't... 3 successes.
3 successes.
I heard that.
Yeah, I rolled some dice. You don't speak Russian.
No.
As you are approaching toward kind of the alley that leads around to the back of theater, you hear a little bit of talking, and as you approach, you're trying to stick to the shadows, and then the talking stops. You hear footsteps coming kind of towards you, just the one, and that individual from the bike, with the backpack still. He's heading back towards his bike, and he spots you. He's looking around. He's clearly checking things out. He's trying to be casual about it, but he notices you, and he notices that you're looking at him, and that you are wearing a ski mask.
That's okay. There's one of 2 ways to do this. Either way, you know.
Let's jump back to Val.
I like
Val, Victor, he asked you why else he's here, and you said it's because you're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect me to do about that, Valerie? You're an adult now. It's your responsibility to get your own food.
I know, I just thought that... I don't know what I thought. Maybe that... you could help in some way? Or... I don't know.
Are you saying that I don't help enough after all that I've done for you?
No, that's not it at all. Fuck.
What is it, then?
I'm just failing miserably, and I just needed some extra help. Not that the help that you already give me isn't enough. I just don't know who else to turn to.
And what... I think I already give you quite enough. You understand that everything you take from me, I have to replenish, yes? So, the vitae I give you, where do I get it back? Can you give me something in return? I think you couldn't, or else you'd be well fed.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
out of character.
Daddy's done giving out the freebies.
Apparently. Hold on.
What are you rolling?
To see if I'm gonna be stupid or not.
Fair.
You're right. I can't give you anything in return. I just thought maybe out of I was gonna say the kindness of your heart, but the heart. eh, um, I don't know. I haven't been an adult, as you put it, for very long, and sometimes we struggle, and I don't know. I would be lying if I said I didn't feel a bit neglected recently.
Neglected. Twice now you've called me and I came, and you feel neglected?
She looks a little flustered, and I want to say really nervous. Well, I don't know. Valentine said that you were neglecting me. Mick seems to think that
Valentine said I was neglecting you. Oh. And you trust his word before mine, then? Valentine, the same man who objectifies you now. What did he... He wants you on his arm? He wants to show you off? Why? Because you lived here when you were mortal? What has he done for you? I made you what you are tonight. Eternal life I gave you. And my guidance, all that you've learned. And now Valentine has your ear before me.
That's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Let's try this again, Valerie. You called me here tonight. What do you need?
I'll figure it out myself. Thank you for just coming to talk with me.
Of course, Valerie. He smiles. I love hearing from you. And don't worry, I'll be back to visit again soon enough when you'll really need me. He stands up. He caresses your cheek, and he heads for the door.
She looks really defeated right now. Like, she's not saying bye. She's just staying seated on the couch. Honestly, probably flinched a little bit when he touched her.
Mm-hmm. If he noticed, he didn't give any indication.
Okay. Damn. Fuck.
To lighten the mood a little bit, I had to bite my tongue during that to not laugh because I remembered big meaty claws.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Okay. Mick.
Mm-hmm.
You've just been spotted.
Blink.
What's the plan? Blink? Alright. Give me the rouse check.
All right.
Success.
It's a 6 too. It's like right there.
Mm-hmm. So Mick, you're looking at this guy. He's looking at you. You make eye contact, and your blood goes into overdrive. And from his perspective, you wanted to blink behind him, right?
Well, I know I can't turn. It's a straight line, so I'm just gonna go just past him, like right to where I'm lined up with his bag, so I could just reach around and throw him on the ground. Like I'm gonna grab him by the bag and just throw him on the ground.
All right. You blink right past him, and from his perspective, you were standing however many feet away. And there's just a flash of movement, a gust of wind as you breeze right past him. From your perspective, it is as if time slows down. And you can see him, the slow motion recoil of that instant where he recognizes that you are here for him. That instant spread out across moments as you run across the street and you get behind him.
So with your description, and please, if this wouldn't work, then that's fine. It's like slow motion for me.
Yeah.
Could I use... So I go a little bit past him, but in this slow motion moment, just hook my arm between him and his backpack and just use that momentum to help me like throw him to the ground. Or no, not so much.
Flavor wise, I'll allow it, but mechanically,
I like that. Yeah,
there are later abilities that'll let you actually make attacks at this speed.
Really?
So flavor wise, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, flavor wise, I'm fine with that. Yeah. So what am I doing?
Strength and brawl plus a grapple. I'll roll for him.
5 successes.
5 successes.
Out of a potential 6.
He'd need a critical to beat that. He does not have a critical. You're not trying to hurt him, right? As I understand.
I'm trying to catch him off guard. At the very best case scenario, I don't want to hurt him. I want to knock him the fuck out, though.
Okay. He got 1 success, and you got how many? 5?
5.
Okay. That's enough to do 4 points of aggravated damage, which will not kill him.
Okay.
But if you want, I'll say that you can knock him out, because that's a fuck ton of aggravated damage to do in 1 turn.
Yeah.
So
I'm taking the whole bag,
So the whole thing is over in seconds. He sees you. Blink of an eye, you are behind him. In that fraction of a second, he realizes what's happening, and he just then starts to scream. "Ah!" And then your grapple cuts him off as you throw him onto the concrete. Head first. There's blood. You've rung his bell pretty hard, and he's not responsive. And it only takes moments for you to get the backpack off of him. But in that time, you start to hear shouting in Russian from the alley that he just came from.
Shit, of course.
What's next?
I'm gonna get out of here as fast as I can. If I could use blink again to gain 50 meters away from these guys, I'm gonna fucking do it.
You'll take another rouse check.
Okay, that's fine. All right, let's do this. All right, here we go. That's a success. That's a 7.
All right, hell yeah. So you throw him to the ground and just you put 50 meters between the two of you, and if you just keep running, honestly, man, mortals can't outrun a Bruja, man. Clean, nice, easy.
Not something he's used to doing or being.
hmm Um, yeah, you get enough distance that there's not really any risk that they will catch up to you.
Okay. First opportunity that he sees an alley, he's taken that mask off.
hmm
And if he has a second, he's going to take his shirt off too. Two identifying marks. You know, he no longer a mask. He's got crazy hair,
hmm
but no shirt, so they can't say, "Oh, he had a black shirt on" or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just going to stuff it in the bag.
So, uh, let's back up a second.
hmm
First chance you get, you're heading into an alley, right?
hmm hmm
You were running down the street at night in Brooklyn in a ski mask.
hmm
Risky thing to do.
hmm
Um, and then first chance you get, you find this little alley and you start to,
Yeah.
you wind down a little bit to a trot, and then you're on the corner into this alley, and you start pulling off the ski mask, you start pulling off your shirt,
hmm
and when you're about halfway through pulling your shirt off, you realize that you hear something else with you in this alley. You can hear it from deeper into the alley. In the darkness, you can hear the sound of flowing liquid, but I'm realizing first what you would notice is the scent of blood, human blood.
Oh,
You've just walked in on someone feeding.
okay.
You turn to look, and I suppose that's the natural reaction, right?
hmm
Um, and you can see just gently silhouetted in the darkness a little way in. You can't see detail, but there's uh one person flat on the ground and another person hunched over them with their mouth to their throat.
Okay.
And uh the person hunched over kind of startles
hmm
and looks over at you, and they realize that they've been found out.
Show my fangs so they could see. Just give him a wink, and
Oh,
then leave.
fuck. Um all right.
I don't want to interrupt. Like, just whatever he's gonna do, let him finish. I'm leaving.
You do you, boo boo.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he knows what's up.
Mhm. All right.
That'll bite me in the
Um
ass later, I'm sure.
and you are on your way.
Oh yeah, yeah. We will go back to a run.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not taking our time.
You said you stuffed the mask and your shirt in your backpack, so you're just shirtless.
Yeah.
Um, when you stuff that into the backpack, there is indeed a laptop in there.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Imagine if you just mugged some random guy.
Beat the shit out of a student. There's textbooks in there. It's like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go back.
Oh, my bad, man. Here you go. Those are expensive. Like,
You mean there's more than one person in New York with a bicycle and a backpack?
Yeah, yeah. It
No.
was. Yeah.
All right. So you make your way back. Where's your destination? Are you heading back to Val's place?
I'm going to the drop point.
Right. All right.
That's
Which
my
is in
first
it's in Turtle
priority.
Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is my number one priority. I want to get rid of this thing where they
Mhm.
need to pick it up. They didn't say if I had this. They just said to just drop it there, right? Oh, he said he'd be waiting.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going straight to Krid then.
Okay. You you make your way back and get to the alley.
Mhm.
Seems empty, but as you get further inside, you can hear Krid's voice whisper, "Hey, Mick,
Oh,
where's your shirt?"
it's in the bag.
"Ah, do
Just
I get to keep it?"
if you want it, sure.
"All right."
You can keep the mask that's in there too, or burn the mask, whatever you want to do. I was, you know,
You feel, uh, are you wearing the backpack or are you holding it?
at this point holding it.
Okay. You feel the weight of the backpack kind of lift out of your hand,
Mhm.
and in that instant, you can now recognize Krid standing next to you, lifting the bag from your hand. Um, he opens the bag, he looks inside, he shuffles through your shirt and
Mhm.
everything. Any trouble getting it?
Um, no, I concealed myself.
Yeah, I see that.
Yes, yeah, they, whilst I was seen throwing the individual to the ground and taking the bag, they didn't see who I was, and I escaped. So,
They know you're Kindred.
mm, I honestly, I don't know how they would know that. They probably just saw me throw him onto the ground. So, no
Okay.
words were said. I didn't, I did approach him at significant speed, but
Ah,
um,
okay. Well,
they wouldn't have seen that.
not a masquerade breach. Anyone there would be in the know, probably. Um,
Right.
but just good to know.
Okay. Yes. Um, but no, I nothing revealing. Like I said, I ran immediately.
All right. Sounds like you did good work then.
I think I did do pretty good actually. I don't usually pat myself on the back, but I think I did pretty good. Could have gone a lot worse.
You you ready for your payment?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm
All
definitely.
right. Follow me.
All right.
And he slings the backpack over his shoulder and he leads you further into the alley. Um Val, Victor walked out. Um I just want to check in if you have anything else that you'd like to do tonight. What's Val doing after Victor left?
Um, well, getting up and locking the door.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know why I feel like I need to say that, but
Yeah,
um,
that's valid. Yeah.
It is.
um, I feel like this might be a time for a really depressing shower sequence where she just sits in the shower. I
Mhm.
don't know, but probably nothing of import.
Okay.
When he's following Krid, he's going to pull out his burner phone and he's going to text Sophia and just
Okay.
type to her, "It's Mick," and put an emoji of a British flag, and or the Union
Yeah.
Jack, and then he's
Yeah.
gonna say, "Please tell Val, I'm okay."
All right. Uh, Val, when you get out of the shower, however long that's gonna take, um, you have a message from your phone from Sophia. Um, it just says "Mick's okay," and then a little heart emoji.
Oh,
She'll send back a thumbs up and then a broken heart.
oh,
Aw, well now she sends back a broken heart, question mark, and then 3 frowny faces. We're doing this now.
uh,
And she's just gonna say, Victor's upset with me. And that's probably it.
She's gonna say, "Do you want another girls' night?"
sends back a thumbs down.
Oh,
5 frowny emojis.
don't take your disappointment out on Sophia.
Whatever.
She just says, "Let me know if you need me."
Oh,
She'll thumbs up. Valerie's stressed.
sounds about right.
Mick.
Mm.
Krid leads you further into the alley.
Yeah.
Eventually, he brings you to some stairs that lead downward into the ground, and a door that opens up into sort of like a maintenance area for some old fucking building, whatever. It's one of the little nooks and crannies in New York, the city that's been built and built over and demolished and rebuilt.
Built on top of.
Indeed. Leaves a lot of little cracks for Nosferatu to slip through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And inside, Gemini is there.
Oh.
She's standing in her full appearance with that gouge down the front of her face, separating her two. One eye flicks to you as you enter, and the other is keeping close watch on a fully grown gray wolf, which stands next to her.
Ooh. Evening, Gemini.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
Better than bad. That's good.
Krid looks at you and he says, "All right, you ready?"
I am so ever ready.
All right. Step 1, you're going to take a drink. And he extends his wrist towards you.
Oh. All right. Sure. And he does so.
All right. Is this the first time you've tasted vampire blood?
Mm-hmm.
Sweeter and deeper than any mortal you've tasted. It's intense.
In Mick's head, he's going, does he have diabetes?
Mortal blood gives you a taste of their life. It is the seat of their life. But for vampires, it is everything.
Right.
So you take just 1 sip of blood, and you can reduce your hunger by 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you're done and you've pulled your fangs away, Krid, you see him kind of hold his wrist, and his skin just heals over where the puncture marks are. And after that, he looks at you and he says, "All right, so now you're gonna eat the wolf."
What?
I think it's pretty simple.
Oh, buddy.
Mick,
Yeah,
look at me.
I'm looking.
You drink from a human,
Mm-hmm.
you get a little taste of what it's like to be human, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to control beasts,
Mm-hmm.
you need to know what it's like to be wild. And if you want to feel what it's like to be wild, you gotta taste something wild.
But you said eat. No,
Drain.
just take a sip.
The whole thing.
Understood.
It's weaker than mortals. So, you're gonna need something big, something real fucking wild. He gestures to the wolf, which stands next to Gemini placidly, almost as if in a trance. You gotta eat something real fucking wild. You gotta eat all of it, just to get
Nice.
that little taste you need.
All right.
Ready?
Let's fucking go. Do I have to do anything, roll anything for this?
No?
Okay.
You approach the wolf. It stands still. It looks up at you, and you can hear Gemini whisper something. And it just stands still for you. And you can get your hands on it. You can get your fangs into it. And the deed is done.
He does not like a single moment of what he is doing, but he does it.
Not the doggo.
Yeah.
As the wolf perishes,
Mm-hmm.
the act of ending its life, you've ended a mortal life before a human life. You
Mhm.
know that is the sweetest moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true for the wolf as well. Animal blood does not compare to the taste of human blood. It's plain tofu at best, right?
I like plain tofu.
Okay.
I'm
It's
kidding.
dirt.
Okay.
Tofu nasty.
But the last moment, that's when you get this kind of rush of the animal essence.
Mm.
And combined with your taste of Krid's blood, who is proficient in animalism, and with the animal resonance that you drank from the wolf, you can now spend 7 experience points to gain your first dot in animalism, if you'd like.
Oh yeah. Oh, if I'd like, of course I would.
I think we talked about this, and I think you already know what ability you want to take, so you can just take it if you like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta go hunt it down in the book, but yeah, I think I'll.
All right.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that is amazing.
Night's almost over. Mick, you just acquired your first dot in animalism. Very
I'm
exciting.
ready to howl at the moon.
Yeah. All right. Val, I think we'll assume you're probably out of the shower. I don't know how long you want to sulk.
Probably for a while.
Probably for a while.
I wouldn't even just say sulking. Like, she's scared.
Real question: is she gonna let Mick in the fucking door?
You did specify that you locked the door.
You did, yeah. Mick would knock anyway. He's not just gonna.
Right.
He's notorious for knocking every morning or night.
Every evening.
Evening, yeah.
I'd say after the shower, she's probably having a little disassociation episode.
Okay,
So
fair.
until Mick decides to knock on the door, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm making faces, and people can't see our faces. So,
Mhm.
but yeah.
She comes to, and
Mhm.
comes and lets Mick in.
Yeah.
Mick, what vibe are you giving off after that little interaction you just had? You've done something which, I get the sense you didn't enjoy it. Probably have some feelings about it, but also you can feel it's almost like a kind of alchemy in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
The blood that you've tasted and the experience that came with it is mingling in your veins, becoming part of you, and you can feel this new power developing. So probably a lot of emotions going on.
Very, very, a lot of mixed emotions.
Yeah.
That I just drained a wolf, probably sitting heavy on top, or all of the other emotions are sitting on top of it, whatever. When you let him in, he probably like he'd smile kind of and give you a nod, and then maybe I shouldn't be smiling, like, oh, feels bad to feel good about this kind of thing. He probably looks a little jittery, honestly, because his brain is just trying to battle all these different emotions that he's feeling mixed with this new sensation. Because not only is this like, he learned something new and he's got this energy in him, but he also just drank from a vampire for the very first time. So I'm sure it's all very like overwhelming, and his brain is just here, But somewhere in his jumbled mind, he'd probably look at you and just, what's the matter?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Typically when somebody says they're fine, it's because they're not.
You don't have to believe me.
Right. I can't argue that. I suppose that's what an opinion is.
It's really obvious that she's like fucking out of it, just zoned out.
Did you eat?
No.
Do you need to go out? You want me to go with you?
I do need to go out, but
Right.
we said it's getting close to the end of the night, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
getting to be risky to hunt.
All right.
I'll try again in the morning.
Look, I can help you, or try, or even if it's just, watching your back or something.
I shouldn't need your help, or
Oh, I
anyone's
know.
help.
I'm quite aware that you can feed on your own. I'm just offering. I mean, it wasn't too many nights ago that I was at my wit's end. I could have used a hand. So, what's this? Well, what is all this coming from, though?
What?
You keep looking at your fucking feet. What's the matter?
I'm just ready to sleep. I didn't know when you were coming back, so I just wanted to stay up.
Did you get the text?
Mm-hmm.
Or did Sophia reach to you? Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
That worked. Good. I'm going to have to ask you these questions again in the morning, aren't I?
I mean, you don't have to.
Oh no. So. It's just you and me. That's it. We have each other. Dev's dead. She's not going to rise up out of the ashes. It's just the two of us now. We are one shorter. And if one of us has an issue, if even when she was here, if one of us has an issue, all of us have an issue. We need to be able to trust each other cooperatively, because that's how you present a strong front. If something is fucking you up and I don't know what it is, how am I supposed to compensate for that if something happens? How am I supposed to know to watch your back? I'm not
Sorry.
yelling. I'm trying to just to explain to you that it's important that we are honest and straightforward with each other. I fucking killed a dog just a little while ago. I didn't want to do it, and it's fucking with my head, but I sorry, that was out of nowhere. I can explain that later. Clearly it's bothering me, but you first, or whatever.
So, as the player, I'm trying to figure out what to say because, because of things. Victor had explicitly said previously not to say anything about feeding off of him a long time ago, so she's trying to kind of like figure out what to say.
You can attempt to simply resist that command he gave.
I sure could.
I will say Mick's trying his best not to be aggressive. He's just trying to stress a point.
Right. I met with Victor, and things did not go the way that I intended they would go.
How
And
so?
that's all you need to know.
Did he
Sorry.
hurt you? Is he threatening you?
No, he... No. No. He wouldn't do that.
Alright, well, what could have gone so horribly that you're acting like this? Because the last thing you are is quiet about whatever's going on. No, you are typically very vocal. There's nothing wrong with that. Being vocal is how you get your point across.
What do I have to say to get you to just let it go?
Just be honest with him.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to resist.
Okay. It is intelligence plus resolve against the bond strength.
Oh. What is the bond strength?
6.
There's no way. There's
Damn.
no way.
Well,
There's no
remember,
way.
2 10s is 4.
There's no way.
I mean,
Yeah, I only got 3 successes, so... We had a bit of an argument about me going to see Valentine.
no, I didn't think he was going to like that. It all seems very objectifying to me either way.
Thanks. He said the same thing.
Well, I'm not. You are. Honestly, I don't think you have a choice. I'm not judging you. I just think that he would say to do such a thing is ridiculous. You said that Victor didn't like it. In what way? How did he not? Was it like, hey, that's objectifying, or was it, no, you're my trophy? Which was it? Do you know? Could you tell? Because one of those is very fucked up, and one of them is passable as decent.
I really only got the objectifying vibe, huh?
You're asking me?
Yeah. That's the vibe that I mean... That's the vibe I kind of got both, TBH, but...
I portrayed it the way that I wanted to portray it, so I think whatever vibe you got is the vibe you got, to be honest. You already rolled wits and insight, and you got what you got out of that, so I can give you no more.
Right. It was just that he was paying more attention.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so... He mentioned it being objectifying.
Mm-hmm.
And that, basically Valentine would be showing off his child, as he put it. So, take from that what you will.
Showing off his property is what it sounds. Look, he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder. What's your fucking name?
When you go to put your hand on her shoulder, she is gonna take a step back.
He just throws his hand up like aggravated. He goes, and he's going to point at you now. What's your fucking name? Come
Valerie.
on. Right. Not Victor's fucking arm piece, right? Not Valentine's fucking arm piece. Next time you start to feel bad about what that fucking prick thinks, remember who you are. You said you didn't need me to help you. You sure as fucking shit don't need him to help you either. You're fucking Valerie. I have seen you tell people a single word what to do and they fucking did it.
Damn.
Remember that.
Mick's one of the good ones, gang.
This is what he does.
Damn. She's real quiet. Probably, as you put it, looking down at her feet.
Mm.
I'm gonna get ready for bed.
All right. Well, hey. If you need to talk more, you know where I am. All right?
I can't.
What's your fucking name again? What was it? Who tells you what to do? Who decides what you do?
Victor does.
No, he doesn't. That's where you're fucking wrong, and you need to remember that. That's not an opinion. That's a fucking fact.
She's gonna walk away from him.
He will find a shadowy corner to sleep in.
Damn.
Ooh.
I can't deal with any more intensity tonight, y'all. Come on. Fuck.
We
Whew.
still got 30 minutes of the session.
I know. Was it time for me to be arm candy now? Stressed?
Yeah, probably.
I'm stressed.
Okay. Sorry, I'm doing my GM calculations in my mind. What song was just playing? Okay.
That was really good.
That was great.
That was fun.
All right. The next day.
Mick's dyeing his hair jet black. He's gonna cut it real short.
Jet black. Cut real short.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
Nothing crazy. Oh, rouse checks, right?
Can I succeed? Sorry.
What'd
You
you
suc-
say?
What'd you say?
No, I said, can I succeed?
Uh-oh.
Did you fail?
Yes.
I rolled a 10, brother.
What?
I don't know.
Having a good time. Mick's having a good time.
I'm so glad Mick is having such a fantastic time.
The player is having a good time.
Hey, Kate, I'm sorry, baby. I yelled. I'm sorry. He's just like,
Kate is a cat.
Yeah.
For
oh,
reference.
yeah. Oh, damn.
Alright. Another night. Val wakes up a little hungrier. Which I believe puts you at
4.
3 hunger? 4 hunger.
Wait, hold on. No, 3. No?
I think it's 4.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
It's 4.
We're back at 4. We're back where we fucking started at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, because you
It's
were at
fine.
5 and you took 2 sips, which brought you to 3. Right?
No,
Yeah.
I was at 4, took 2 sips, went to 2.
Oh.
Then I
That was
woke up
2
the following
nights
day.
ago.
Oh, right. And then
Number
you were like,
3.
I'm not going to drink. Right. Okay. That's right. Oh, buddy.
Oh man.
I guess I'm going to torpor. Whatever, it's fine.
You're not there yet. Calm down.
You wake up hungry. it is the night of your little soiree with Valentine.
Da, 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 da,
I
da,
know what I must
da,
do.
da.
Um, he gave you the information off screen conveniently. He said he'll pick you up at midnight. You have some time until then. Mick, do you have any plans for tonight?
Well, he's gonna go to Valerie before she gets picked up. You know, when he sees that she's like getting ready, or after she's done getting ready, whenever the best opportunity is.
She is probably just putting on regular clothes
Mm-hmm.
for now
Mm-hmm.
and leaving.
Well, before you leave, he's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
Valerie.
What?
Can you tell me where you're going? I know who you're going with. Can you tell me where you're going?
Right now?
Where
Or
your get together is, or whatever it's called.
did I get that information, or did he just say he was going to pick me up?
He just said he was gonna pick you up.
Okay.
So you don't.
I don't know. But right now, I'm going to Grand Central Terminal.
You want me to come with you?
No. I have to figure this out on my own.
Alright. Well, it's your call. I don't have to help you. You sure you just don't want the company? I won't, when you go to do your thing, you go to do your thing, but it's for the trip.
Fine.
Alright. Thank you. And I know you pretty much always have it on you, but when you go with Valentine tonight, make sure you have your phone. I know you can't message me, but obviously we know the best way.
I'm assuming the same rules apply for Elysium, where it's not recommended that we bring these types of things.
Well, whatever. If that's the case, that's the case. I'm just trying to look out for you. I can't show up if something goes wrong if I don't know where you are and you don't know where you're going. Like I said, there's only 2 of us left. There wasn't a lot of us to begin with. We have to look out for you. It's important.
I know.
I hope you do.
I do. She seems very, focused. She's probably a little, I don't want to say jittery, but, I guess anxious right now. Focused and anxious. I don't know if that's even fucking possible, but yeah, that's what we're going with.
Mm-hmm. No,
So-
yeah.
Quick question. Are pets allowed in the apartment?
What?
It's just an innocent question.
Yeah, I'd assume it's gonna be fine. I'll just
Alright.
tell the landlord to piss off.
Look the other way? Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Good to know.
All right. You guys are going for a hunt in Grand Central?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hunting.
Right, just Val. All right, difficulty 5. Make a roll.
Is there any... Well, no, because she doesn't want my help. Never mind. We're not going to break that trust.
She'll get mad.
Yeah. No. He feels it would be disrespectful and contradictory to everything he said if he helps her.
I got 5.
Yeah, 5. All right. We'll play it quick. Uh, how much are you gonna take? Wait, you're at 4 hunger. Yes,
Yep, frenzy, right?
that's right. Are you gonna ride it? Or are you gonna resist?
So, if I chose to ride the frenzy,
Mm-hmm.
what exactly does that consist of?
You frenzy, but you maintain control over your character. So it's
Mhm.
basically up to you to frenzy in a way that I find to be a satisfactory frenzy. Um, so that's not to avoid the consequences of your actions, but to give yourself a little bit more control over exactly how you fuck yourself over.
Frenzy has to be of a violent nature, right? That's the idea.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You're giving over to the beast.
I beat the shit out of a car. I killed somebody. I don't remember what else.
Sorry,
Those-
Two really
are-
different
Those are
things.
two vastly distant things, but just some ideas. You could kill someone, you could break something. Technically, killing someone is breaking someone, so I mean,
I am going to ride the frenzy.
Oh shit, okay.
hell yeah.
Specifically looking for someone that would be in a more obscure area, not, I'm not trying to have a masquerade breach or anything going on
Right.
here.
That would be part of the hunting, so you can
Right.
succeed at that.
Okay.
The frenzy starts when you get your teeth in them.
I feel like. So let me start by saying she's gonna kill him.
Fuck, okay.
She can't talk back to Victor. She knows she can't. There's probably a lot of anger and frustration built up from struggling for I don't know, like 6 days trying to eat. And the one person who would normally have helped her with that didn't. So she's very aggravated by that. And is taking it out on this poor innocent person.
Are you sure you're going to kill them?
Well, now I'm not.
It's a big deal, right? Like, that stains.
That would be a total of 3 stains. That would break all 3 of our chronicle tenets. Unless you can justify that it is in line with one of your convictions.
Probably not.
And then you got to roll to remove those stains, and if you fail, it lowers your humanity, right?
I already have
Correct.
1 for the session, so.
Yeah. If you take 3, that would be 4, and that would completely fill your track. If you take these 3, it'll fill your track.
And
Which
what
you
does that
can.
mean?
Means quite a bit.
Okay.
Are you still gonna?
I'm second guessing it now. Fuck. Because I can't honestly argue any of my convictions with this. Other than maybe always finish what you started, but even that's like, that would be really pushing it, I feel.
That would be, yeah.
So. Okay, well. I still have to figure out what to do if I'm riding this frenzy.
Here's something I can give you.
Mm-hmm.
When you frenzy, and I believe I've told you guys this before, but it's an important thing to remember. Even if you try to resist and you fail, but also when you're riding a frenzy, you can spend a point of willpower to maintain control of yourself for 1 turn, right? So, you also, because you are riding the frenzy, heal a point of willpower damage. So it would be a net wash for you in terms of willpower, but you could drink this person, and then pull away at the last moment, and they'd have to roll to try to survive, but you didn't outright kill them. You would reduce your stains by 1 for not completely indulging the beast, and if they survive, you'd only take 1 stain for harming them, rather than 2 stains for harming and killing them.
We'll try it.
Okay. So you have 1 willpower damage already, right? So
yeah.
okay, so you just leave that because you're healing 1 and then taking the damage back immediately. So how much are you gonna take? You're at 4 hunger, so you're gonna take 3, bring yourself down to 1.
Yep.
All right. So they are going to roll, and they need 3 successes.
Better than outright killing them. Let me tell you. It's a lot of fucking stains.
They're dead. I could see it on his face. Sorry.
At the very last moment, when you can feel your beast just want that last bit, but you force yourself to pull your fangs out of their neck, and hanging limp in your arms, you can see very shallow breathing. They're gonna need to go to the hospital, but they'll live. You take 1 stain because you did inflict aggravated damage that is harm to an innocent, but you didn't kill them, and you maintained some control over your beast. So it's just 1.
Okay.
All right.
After she pulls away, there's probably this brief moment of like just panic. Because she hasn't really gotten to this point of almost killing someone. Like this.
Right.
So, probably panicking and trying to wave Mick down, or flag Mick. Because I'm assuming he's still around, right?
Yes. Yeah, he wasn't leaving her behind. No way. Okay, yeah. He would respond to your gestures.
He needs to go to the hospital.
Oh. Alright. Well, this is a burner that you gave me, right? I can, call it in.
Yeah.
Connect to a name or anything, right? That's what a burner is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, we'll just do an anonymous tip. Or someone get mugged, think they need medical attention, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Tell them
Yeah.
where he is.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
He's gonna make the call.
All right. It's a decent plan. It goes smoothly. The important thing is that the 2 of you get out of there. Perhaps it dawns on one of you later that they're gonna come and find someone who's pretty inexplicably near exsanguinated. So that's gonna be a bit of a medical mystery. But other than that, it's out of your hands. So now, Val, I think you have to get dressed for a date.
And I'm down to 1 hunger now, right? I'm just making
1
sure.
hunger. That's 1 for each of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're both at 1? Ooh,
Right.
oh boy.
When, oh, go ahead.
No, please, go ahead.
Well, Mick wants to just talk to Val before she leaves.
Okay. After she gets dressed.
Yeah, before Valentine shows up. Assuming he's gonna even come to the door.
I feel like it would be good to set this scene, whatever you're gonna talk about, if Val would please describe your dress.
I wasn't prepared. Hold on. I could try.
Okay.
Valerie always wears black. That's like her staple, you know. Little gothic lady over there.
Mm-hmm.
The top of the dress is kind of like a corset, I'd say. So it's kind of hugging all the places, the right places in the right way, you know. Very lacy. It's short, probably barely covering the correct assets, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry, and kind of has this lace like drop, I guess. I'm so bad with this. I apologize.
No, you're painting a picture. This is fine.
So, yeah, very lacy, like floral pattern on it. See-through, obviously, as lace is. Off the shoulder. The sleeves kind of match the draping on the actual dress part of the dress.
Cool.
And probably her typical, like, not boots, but platform shoes or something like that, to that effect. So
Quite a look.
Very nice.
Very
like that.
stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something that I don't know if Mick would have picked up on it, but she normally only dressed like this for like Elysium or when she knew Victor was coming over. So.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you look.
I didn't hear you.
You look stunning. Fucking well. Job well done. I thought about our conversation last. I was.
And?
I raised my voice a lot. I was trying to get a point across. Because I don't like people being taken advantage of or used, especially those considered close to me. You're probably the closest person I have to me in this new, unlike, whatever the. But I thought about what you said to me last night. You once told me you didn't choose this life, unlike. It was forced upon you. He took your life away, but you owe everything. And then last night you told me he tells you what to do. Doesn't sound to me, Valerie, like he's given you anything that you should be in his debt for. And you should be the one to make your decisions. So while you're with Valentine tonight, don't let them sink their fangs any deeper. Remember who you are, and know that you only have to take and not to give. Don't let them own you. He might say you're there as arm candy. You be yourself. Don't be whatever they want to dress you up as.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm glad it's difficult to cry because I wouldn't want to mess up my makeup.
If you feel you're gonna cry,
Mm-mm.
all right.
Mm-mm. If anything, she may have yesterday after Victor fucking lost his shit on her, but you know.
He raises a fist for a bump because he's not gonna fucking touch you because you keep moving away from him. So he's gonna like a little fist bump. Let's just give it a bump, because every time I try to give you like a supportive little like squeeze on the shoulder, you shirk away. So I'm trying to meet a middle ground here.
Very touchy.
Physical connection is very important, especially when you're trying to have a bond with somebody. Sometimes a comforting pat on the back can do wonders. Just a little bit of extra support. Sometimes it's more actions speak louder than words, right? He's just putting his fist up, waiting.
She like holds for a second because she's really thinking about it.
Mm.
And she's honestly, not that you could tell, but for the audience, thinking about how often she has tried to touch or like interact with Victor, and it's been like minimal to no response, and it's just kind of making her think a little bit. And she'll give him a very dainty little fist bump.
That's right.
So,
show them who the fuck Valerie is.
no. No.
All
Alright.
There's a knock at the door. It both of you could probably recognize this knock. You can tell without looking. It is good lad Valentine.
Shaving the haircut.
It
Damn.
100%. You know Valentine. Fuck yes.
Alright. She'll go answer the door.
Valerie, you look delightful. I'm so happy that you'll be joining me. And Mick.
Valentine, how are you this evening?
Swell. Wonderful. And what of you, Mick?
Invigorated.
Invigorated. Beautiful. Valerie? And he holds his arm for you to take.
She's gonna toss Mick her phone and then take his arm. Yeah, please catch the phone. Please don't let it break.
Once you have his arm, he'll bid you one more adieu, Mick, and then he leads you out. There's a car parked on the street just outside of your apartment. It's a nice vehicle. It's looks expensive, but tasteful. And he gets the door for you in the back. There's a driver, probably mortal. He comes around to the other side and takes a seat next to you. And then you guys are off.
Alright.
Before we follow them any further, Mick, could I... What are you up to?
Probably hang out in the apartment for a little bit. Not for too long, but for a little bit. And, fuck, I don't know, because he doesn't know where they're going. That's definitely all he is thinking about right now is, how far can I go and still be nearby? He has her phone. She threw him her fucking phone. Like, he's like, how is she supposed to text? He has faith in her, but he doesn't trust any of these fucks.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
All right.
As much as as much as he wants to go after them, he's just gonna stay in the apartment. He has her phone. Is there a lock on it?
Face ID.
Face ID, definitely not.
Of course.
Just for the sheer fact of, like, I don't know, God forbid she texts something that's, like, incriminating. I don't know if these things actually carry facial recognition or snapshots or anything like that, so.
You don't want Bill Gates to see your fangs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's over here checking them in the mirror, like.
I believe that.
But honestly, I don't think she would have a lock on it. Also, she just got it, so
She
it
just
might
got
not
it,
have been,
yeah.
Yeah, it might not have been the first thing on her mind.
Bill
Right.
Gates is an Apple, is he? I don't know what the
No,
fuck
he's
is going
Windows.
on.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah.
He's
He's-
gone though.
Yeah, okay. Well, or is he?
He was a robot to begin with. Anyway, he's gonna go through her phone and try and just see like if there's anything in there that could help him out with like trying to figure out where she is. Like he's gonna look for a Victor contact. Honestly, like that's gonna be the first thing. Like, cause he doesn't like she just had to tell him the other day, oh, we don't have a contact for you, or we can't contact each other. She said. So it's like, but he's fucking stupid. He's gonna. I mean, my intelligence is what? I don't even remember.
Low.
It's not.
It's 2 dots. Yeah. So he's looking for contacts that could maybe help him find her if he needs to.
I don't think you're gonna find anything that will help in this instance. Or text with Sophia. Text
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, he's looking at the
Your-
text messages.
Wow,
Maybe
what
not.
was this we were talking about? Trust a second ago?
Yeah.
Well, I said
Yeah,
he's looking for
damn.
contact information. Like it's again, it's not that he doesn't trust her; he doesn't trust them.
Okay.
And if there's something he could find in here, like what else is he gonna do? Honestly, I don't think he's gonna leave the apartment all night. So
So what do we see in texts with parents?
Sophia.
Sophia.
Maybe a few between her and her brother.
Okay.
Probably like, how are you doing in school? If you're failing, I swear I will come up there. Probably, doing the older sisterly duties. But the text with Sophia would probably be a little more, I don't know, interesting.
Interesting.
You'll see the emojis back and forth from the other night when she was just like,
oh, Victor's mad.
yeah, Victor's mad.
Yeah.
And probably a text saying, don't let Mick persuade you into doing anything.
Oh.
Honestly,
He'd probably have a moment of fucking bitch and then laugh, like not actually angry, just like, yeah, she's probably right.
She may have opened up to Sophia a little bit more about what happened with Victor. Probably that he yelled at her. Regarding some things that she couldn't talk about, which would not really line up with what she told you, obviously. She said it was in regards to, Valentine taking her out.
Right.
So, but I'd say it'd probably be, that's probably about it.
Okay.
So you just know she's not telling the full truth. With that,
I mean,
in
he
that
already
regard.
figured that, but that's yeah.
Yeah. So.
I
There's
fucking
no.
hate technology. There's nothing fucking useful in here.
Just like, what are all these emojis?
Yeah.
Why did Sophia send 4 frowny faces? I don't understand.
Why can't you fucking communicate with one frowny face?
Because she's more frowny than one frowny face.
Yeah.
So,
Mick is going to stay behind and invade Val's privacy. And
Just the phone. I'm not going through her panty drawer.
you know, if you were ever going to, this would be the prime time.
This would be
to
the
do it.
time. Yeah.
Nah,
I'm not giving you permission, but I'm saying you
No.
could.
this isn't an anime. He's not that character.
So,
Meanwhile, Valentine's car brings you downtown just a little bit, and then they head west, deeper into Manhattan, and you start to recognize that your destination is in Greenwich. In Greenwich, Valentine's car pulls up on Perry Street between two massive towers. These two buildings are known collectively as the Village Gate, the Greenwich Village Gate, if you are being a little more formal.
mhm.
If you had been privy, you might have even heard at some point someone pointing these buildings out to Devola at Elysium. But that was a while ago.
That was...
Valentine gets out of the car. He comes around and he opens the door for you. He gives you his hand to help you out. And he leads you inside to right past a sort of front desk. The building is clearly not entirely residential. Looks like there's some like finance offices, some like really big money business that happens in this building.
Mhm.
And he leads you right past to an elevator, and he hits the button for the penthouse. The elevator rises high into the sky, and the back of the elevator is actually glass with a window so that you can see the New York City skyline falling down below you, even. And so you know that you are at just the pinnacle of the city. As you start to reach the penthouse, he sort of offers his arm again so that you can enter with you at his side.
Mhm.
And the doors open up. And immediately you hear some tasteful classical music. Seems like it would be to the liking of some older kindred, perhaps. There's mortals, all of them wearing white suits or dresses, who carry trays mostly filled with little cups. I want to say goblets, but it's not a castle. It might feel that way. Back and forth. And you can see the elevator opens up into something sort of like an open foyer, which looks directly into kind of like a living room with some sofas kind of spread out for people to lounge in, and you can see people lounging. Immediately, you might recognize a couple of people. In one area, you see Maz, the Herald, who you recognize from Elysium. Maz is chatting with another man that you might recognize, Eugenio Estevez. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the other side of the room, oh, and I should mention, Estevez has a young lady on his arm as well. Maz does not. On the other side, there is Carter van der Weyden, who you met, who seems to be kind of like off to the side, not really mingling too much. And then sitting on one of the sofas is a man who you might recognize because he spent a lot of time at the last Elysium dancing with Dovola, Thomas Arturo. And Arturo is chatting with a woman who you don't immediately recognize because she has her back turned towards you. She's chatting with Arturo. But then Arturo, who has a like a crystal glass in his hand, he can't see the contents inside. Because he's looking in your direction, he spots you and he raises his glass and he says, "Valentine, so happy to have you. Thank you for being here." And the woman who he's speaking to obviously notices this, and she turns around, and you recognize Devola's sire, Elizabeth. And she locks eyes with you, and immediately there is a scowl. And we will end our session there. Thank you for listening. Kindred in New York is made under the Dark Pact for Vampire the Masquerade and the World of Darkness. The music you heard is by Scott Buckley. Our story will continue every Wednesday. We hope you'll join us.